morning everyone, it's Alyce, and today I wanted to share with you my daily planning process with the cloth and paper daily capsule inserts. So I literally woke up about 30 minutes ago, and this is my typical morning routine. So I use these in conjunction with the cloth and paper vertical weeklies, and what I kind of do in here is I use these as a tool to get me in the right mindset for the day. So today what I want to do is just kind of go through my process with you. As you can see, yesterday has already been filled out and updated. I did that last night, and let's go ahead and take this out. So the first thing that I usually do is over here I will fill in my schedule. It is usually the same schedule every day, but it kind of helps me to visualize when I have time to do administrative tasks and things like that. So if I have appointments, I will fill it in here, and most of the time I do not have appointments. So the first thing I do at 6 a.m. is coffee, mindset, planning, and my regular daily planning. And then at 7 a.m. I usually have a very brief meeting, and I deal with all of my correspondence for the day. And then after that, I always go and do a workout, which does take an hour. And that just kind of gives me a brief overview of the day and what it's going to look like. I know that I have 2 hours here and 3 hours here for any kind of computer work, administrative tasks, anything like that. And I know here if I have things scheduled like meetings and correspondence, or any kind of appointments throughout the day. So this kind of gives me a visual of where my gaps are and when I can work. And the next thing that I like to do is come over here and write my to-do list. So this to-do list is more of a reference. It's not really my, I don't really work from it. It just kind of tells me what my goals are for the day. So the things that I want to achieve today are filming this video, and then some other things that I want to do. I usually separate them in sections. I don't count out the lines or anything, but separating them in sections helps me to visualize, like, these are things that have to get done, these are things I want to get done, and these are like home tasks or things that, personal tasks that I need to get done. So the next thing I'll do is fill those in. Okay, so this area here is the next section that I fill out. Now this says victories and gratitude. I use this in the morning as my little mindset reset, is kind of what I like to call it. So the first thing that I do, you can see here, is I write down one thing that I'm grateful for. I write down my intention for the day, and then I write down an affirmation. So the affirmation is anything that you can say I am before. I don't usually write the I am, but it could be anything. I am love, I am successful, I am strong, I am tenacious, I am fill in the blank. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fill that out. So it's going to be gratitude, intention, and then affirmation. And then the next thing that I like to do is fill in this quote area here at the top of the page. So on my phone, I have an app called Motivation, and it just has a bunch of inspirational and motivational quotes in it. So what I like to do is open that up, and I kind of flip through the quotes to see which one resonates with me in that moment. So let's go ahead and look for a quote really quick. So I'm gonna go with this quote. And all I'm gonna do is copy this over to here. So the purpose of choosing a quote that kind of vibes with me and my mindset that day is that when I'm coming back in here, like I said, this is a reference planner, or these are reference pages for me. So whenever I come back in here, I can see, where I was this morning and what I was thinking, how I was feeling, and what kind of resonated with me in that moment. And then down here, I can see, a reminder of what I was grateful for today. my intention for the day and my affirmation, so it kind of keeps it on the forefront of my mind. I can also see an overall schedule to know if somebody asks me to do something in the middle of the day, what do I have scheduled at that time? Is it something that can be moved? Is it something that is not super necessary? Anything like that. I can also see when I will be able to sit down at the computer and work. And then over here, I can kind of see my main goals, what I needed to do or what I wanted to get done that day, and a few home tasks that I wanted to do. Now this section down here, I usually use that for forward planning. So if there was going to be an event tomorrow or something that I wanted to accomplish or something that came up in the middle of the day, I can write it here. And if I don't have that, I will also use this space to make notes. But I do have these executive dot grid inserts that I use for notes, so I don't typically do that. Most of the time I use this for forward planning for the next day or the next couple of days. So thank you guys so much for joining me today here and visiting the Cloth and Paper YouTube channel. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.